Hello, everybody, and welcome to another recap. So I didn't make this recap last night mostly because of the fact that I was literally out all night. I didn't get home until very late, and by the time I did that, I was extremely exhausted, and I didn't have the energy to do the recap. But now I have the energy to do the recap, and we're going to talk about the game from last night between the Ottawa Senators versus the Florida Panthers. And if you can't really tell, I'm wearing the Inter Miami jersey right underneath this because tonight is game night for Inter Miami. Anyway, that's besides the point. It's a different topic. But anyway, it is as I'm about to check. There we go. It is there we go. Sergei Bobrovsky going up against Jonas Corpusalo. And we start off with the face-off win. Let me just double check. Yeah, we started with the face-off win, and it did not take long. Already a couple of hits from Arden Zub to Verhaeghe and Reinhart, and between those two guys that got hit, we have a score. So, Aaron Ekblad comes off the injury, comes back to the blue line. 19 seconds into this game, only 19 seconds. And he scores the opening goal for the Florida Panthers. Assisted by Sam Reinhart, that's his 28th assist. And Carter Verhaeghe, that's his 29th assist. Off the snapshot is Ekblad. Eki brings in the score 19 seconds into the game. Crowd went buzzing. Now, there were some empty seats, mostly because they weren't even at their seats. That's why I go to the seats right when the face-off happens, because something like that could happen in the blink of the eye. That's why I go to seats early. So since that goal, Florida Ottawa goes back and forth with the shots. Both are putting some good saves by Sergei Bobrovsky and I can't pronounce his name. Corpusalo. There we go. And I should point out it's Kachuk ball, right? So that's what's going on. Then there was a penalty on Ottawa for a delayed game over the glass, and Florida goes on a power play that was killed off. So not much to say about that one. Then Tim Soucy with the cross check on Gadjevich. So knowing these two teams, they love to go at each other's throats, and that was just one of those instances after the cross checks. So Florida does go back on the power play. There were some good chances with the Florida's power play, but they keep missing the puck. And the penalty would be killed off there. Ulrich Larson gets called for holding the stick on Josh Norris. So Ottawa goes on the power play, and that gets killed off. And a few shots later, between Ottawa and Florida, we go to the end of the first period, only scoring 1-0 after 19 seconds. So not much since. So second period starts. Claude Giroux, former Panther, wins the faceoff against Barkov. Florida does play good hockey. So is Ottawa. Ottawa playing really good defense against Florida's high power offense. And considering it's a home game, they have the crowd in their backs. And Bobrovsky in this second period alone, just making some crucial saves to stay within one. And there was some Bobby chance. There really were some Bobby chance. Now, Ekman Larson does get called for a tripping Andre Batherson, and that's a close call to make, and I hate to say it, that was some good eye by the referee. I mean, anytime there's a trip on the left skate or the right skate, if you see something like that, that's a penalty. I mean, sorry folks, that is kind of a good call. But either way, Ottawa was aggressive in this power play. That's why we have Bobrovsky as a brick wall, a tip-in save by Bobrovsky. There was a shot there by Josh Norris. Brady Tkachuk playing good hockey, but power play was killed off. So another penalty kill there. And then after the power play, Florida goes on a heavy pressure with Matthew Tkachuk with the wrist shot he missed to the left. Rodriguez tries again with that was saved by Corpusalo. And then Brian Montour gets blocked by Shane Pinto. And then as Montour got his own rebound, he scores. Montour with the wrist shot, that's his fourth goal of the season, off the rebound of the Ottawa player, which was Shane Pinto. And Corpusalo didn't see it coming. It just flashed through his eyes. And Florida now leads 2-0 Absolutely amazing goal there. And now it's 2-0 Florida at this point. It took about roughly about almost 40 minutes, but we got another goal. Jacob Chinchron, I can't pronounce it right, gets called for a hold against Barkov. Florida goes on the power play. Matthew Tkachuk with the wrist shot, saved by Korpisalo, as well as a tip-in that was also saved by Korpisalo. And we end the second period with the power play. So then in the third period, Florida just came out and stink. I'm sorry to say. They came out and just stink in the third period. Basically, Ottawa took control of this period. We do have some tensions rising. 5 minutes and 36 seconds into the third period, there was a goal from Thomas Chabot off the snapshot. That was his third goal of the season, and that kind of caught Bobrovsky pretty mad, because he thought he was being interfered with by another Ottawa player, maybe Brady. But he was shouting at the referee, "Hey, I'm getting interfered. This guy's blocking. This guy is touching me. He was pushing me. It's gotta be Brady Tkachuk, right? It's gotta be Brady Tkachuk." And I'll explain why in a few moments. But the referees didn't see it. It's a good goal by Thomas Chabot. Paul Maurice did not challenge it, and we're left with the goal ahead. So that kind of sucks. Forcing with the snapshot that was saved by Korpisalo, something like that, which is all right. So then a little bit after that, we got Pinto with the slash shot that was saved by Bobrovsky, and here's the thumbnail. This is where things get really nasty. Bobrovsky keeps getting hit by the younger Tkachuk, Brady Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk keeps hitting Bobrovsky. Keep laying his hands on each other, and Bobrovsky. And when you poke the bear in Bobrovsky, he's going to punch you in the freaking face. And at that point, Bobrovsky has had enough. Retaliates against Brady Tkachuk, and it was getting nasty. It was getting nasty behind Bobrovsky's net. And those two went at it. They were beating the crap out of each other. It's like the same old Ottawa-Florida rivalry. It was the same old. But unfortunately, things got turned for the worse there. So more hits were being made by Lomberg and Rodriguez, and there were some good hits. And all of them were on Jake Sanderson. There was going to be another battle. Giroux with the face-off win. Matthew Tkachuk tries to do between the legs. That was just saved by Korpisalo, and I must admit, that was a pretty nice save there. Matthew Tkachuk gets blocked by Chabot. But we do have a bad situation since that fight has occurred. We have a goal assisted by Thomas Chabot, who had a goal earlier, and Claude Giroux. Chabot has 15th assist of the season, and Claude Giroux, that's his 32nd assist of the season. Off the backhand is Sissel. I can't pronounce it, I'm sorry. That's his 14th goal of the season. That's the backhand, and Florida just outright blew a 2-0 lead. And Ottawa ties it. Ottawa ties this, and yeah, that's bad. It's a way to show the home crowd that you really are dominant, right? Against a pretty weak Ottawa team who is just finding the rhythm. I will say this, but that is not good. They blew 2-0 lead. Let's see what happens after this. So Ottawa's feeling it. So Florida is on full defense mode because Florida can't seem to find offense anything. Then there was an injury on Ottawa player. I forgot who it was. I think it was it Sanderson? I don't know if it was Sanderson. It was somebody off the Ottawa player. But he went up to the bench after a little serene tip-in saved by Korpisalo. So there were a lot of hits. Florida finally puts on a heavy pressure. Forsling, Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk, Carter Verhaeghe, and Matthew Tkachuk again. And all red shots, and all of them were saved by Korpisalo. Brady Tkachuk tries to get one, but that was a tip-in saved by Bobrovsky. And the rest of the third period, it's been a pretty slow and a defensive third period. And no penalties. One thing about this period, No penalties in the third period. Just 2 goals by Ottawa, and we end the third period regulation. We do still keep the point streak going. So essentially we tie with Boston Bruins. Now, another overtime. Another overtime for the Florida Panthers. So Barkov starts off with a face-off win against Claude Giroux. Verhaeghe tries to backhand us, but that was saved by Korpisalo. So that's a goalie stop there. Brady Tkachuk tries to end things off for Ottawa. Off the snap shot, and Bobrovsky saw it, and that was saved. Then Florida has the puck. Montour on the ice, and so is Matthew Tkachuk, Brady's older brother, and Anton Lundell. So as they're trying to find an open lane, the only thing left you could do is try to be ambitious and try to go for the tight shot, right? Well, in this scenario, it kind of worked. Assisted by Brandon Montour, that's his 13th assist of the season, and Matthew Tkachuk, his 45th assist of the season. And wearing this jersey. Off the wrist shot, off the impossible angle wrist shot. It's Lundell. Anton Lundell is a hero for last night and wins it for the Florida Panthers against Ottawa Senators. 3-2 in overtime. How did that is an impossible angle shot. That was a tight window from Korpisalo and Anton Lundell, but he buries it. Somehow just gets through the top left corner, and Lundell wins it. That's his 8th goal of the season, and it's a walk-off goal. So, hey, we don't just win road games, we win home games as well. And the Florida Panthers have now won 6 straight games. Let me double check real quick. Yes, 6 straight games. 6 straight games. Hottest team in the Atlantic Division, and one of the hottest teams in the NHL. As with this win, as I'm about to go to NHL standings. There we go, conference. We are now number 1 in the Eastern Conference as of right now. We are a point above the New York Rangers, who are now going through an 8-game winning streak. And also Boston Bruins, who have finally won something. And we are a few points ahead of Carolina, which that's our next opponent. And Toronto Maple Leafs, who Toronto's now finding their momentum, winning some games now finally. But Florida Panthers, hottest team in hockey right now. As league-wise, we're number 2. We are number 2 in the league. We're number 2 in the league. The only team behind or in front of Florida right now, Vancouver Canucks, and we lost to them twice. We got swept by Vancouver Canucks, but they're having a 3-game losing streak right now. President's Cup, please no. I'm sorry, please no. Please no. I don't want a President's Cup because clearly there's a President's Cup curse. Anyway, when we look at the team stats, Florida had more shots with 34 out of 30. Florida had definitely more hits. Ottawa dominated with face-off wins. That's really big thanks to Claude Giroux. Florida had 3 power play opportunities, didn't capitalize anything. But Ottawa had 2 power play opportunities, capitalized none as well. Ottawa dominated block shots, 29 out of 9 block shots. That's in favor of Ottawa. Florida had more takeaways. They both tied with 11 with giveaways. And stars of the game, Anton Lundell with 1 star. That's the overtime game winner goal. 2 stars, they give it to Thomas Chabot, which he has a goal and the assist. And 3 stars, Aaron Ekblad, who comes back off the injury, goes back to the blue line, and scores one of the fastest goals in Florida Panthers history with 19 seconds into the game. I doubt that's the fastest, but really, that's the bottom line here. So our next game is definitely not today because today is February 21st on a Wednesday. So tomorrow we go up to the road to play against the Carolina Hurricanes, and the Florida Panthers are looking to tie an NHL record with 12 straight road games. If they could do this, then we might be able to achieve some history and perhaps maybe go all the way to the playoffs. Well, right now, there's no doubt in the world that they're going to go to the playoffs with the way how they've been playing. Even the hockey guy put us number one 2 weeks in a row in his power ranking. So we're doing something right to earn his respect. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content, and as always, go Panthers, go Cats. Definitely going to go to their games soon. Expect some vlogs. I'm definitely going to be I'm probably going to wear this jersey. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content, because Miami 2G guys are back, and what he does, he'll be right there with your entertainment you deserve. I'll see you guys tonight with 2 games. We got the Hurricanes basketball going up against Duke, if I'm correct. Yeah, Duke. That's probably an L there. But more importantly, as you can't tell with the pink right here, it's Miami's season opener tonight against Real Salt Lake, and I'll see you guys then for tonight. I'm so pumped, and I'll see you guys then. Miami TVG, stand up, folks. Good night, everybody.